My friends used to laugh at me. Okay, not all, some. They would laugh at me and say, I'm a hawker.
Yeah.
You know. So my friends would tell me, oh, I was in my office, when I look at you, I see you with your bags almost falling off. You know. But it didn't, I mean, they were not telling me that and paying my bills.
They were not. Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie. It's Lifestyle Thursday. I'm having an amazing conversation with Gathoni of Trevor Collections, just going through her journey, and it's supposed to encourage you to start somewhere. I like what she said in the last segment, that the Holy Spirit asked her, how far are you willing to go to follow this passion and this purpose? And then before now we get into the mall, because you got into the mall. So 3 months you said, I want to be in a mall, and you were in a mall. But I'm trying to figure out, because you see, when you're going through things like this, people have a lot of, I don't know how to say it, they don't treat you very well. So here you are, first you've come from Kenyatta, which I think we call them stalls, yeah? So it's the hustle of the stalls, the hustle of going to Gikomba, coming back, selling them, meeting this person, the Italian connection, and then your brother giving you a small place in Village Market, which was almost like a store there, just by the way. But you have this dream of going into the mall, which you did, but what about the people? And how come you are not getting discouraged? Because we find a lot of people now, they get discouraged every time a door seemingly shuts in their face. Because I don't think the doors were looking like they're shutting, but you were just breezing through those doors. Like, you guys can try to stop this, but I'm not gonna stop, and I'm gonna keep going. How did they treat you? What were the challenges? Because somebody out there is gonna face similar challenges.
The challenges are there, but if you know what you want, even when my friends used to laugh at me. Okay, not all, some. They would laugh at me and say, I'm a hawker. Yeah. You know. So my friends would tell me, oh, I was in my office, when I look at you, I see you with your bags almost falling off. You know. But it didn't, I mean, they were not telling me that and paying my bills.
They were not.
Yeah, my landlord used to come and say, hey, it's end month, please pay your bills. So if you know what you want, so you go for it and don't even listen to distractions. Because also when I got into the mall, and you hear voices, can you be able to afford? You know, how did you get into a mall? Yeah, there are all sorts of things. It's you have to be, you know, focused. You have to be really focused. And determined. Yeah.
And I think when I listen to you is you need to know what you want and go after
exactly,
it.
Exactly. So that's where I got into now Village Market.
But now she told you about the brands first. She told you other brands are coming. What happened to the brands?
Hey, they closed one.
The brands shut down shop.
All the shops there were like 4 or 5. They all closed. In fact, they were so embarrassed because now when I got into the main mall, after how many years later is it? I opened now the ladies shop where I sell clothes. So now I had to separate. I have a bag section and the clothes section.
Handbags
and shoes? In fact, they were confessing to me the other time, I think, gosh, we're so impressed with your journey. Even now, even the management, they give me as an example to other tenants.
To encourage them.
Because people come in and they close. Because you see, there's so many things you don't understand in business. First, you have to understand your markets. And to understand there are good days and bad days. Just like now, like whatever we're going through right now.
The pandemic, yes.
Yeah. There's so many people who won't make it because they're not, they've not structured themselves well. Or if you're a startup, you know, they're discouraged. And you see, they're going to be dry spells. Yeah, so you have to be able to know how you're going to navigate
those dry spells.
Exactly.
And then bounce back. Because that's the thing, it's the resilience, you know? Because I know even when the pandemic started, I'd call you, how's Trevor Collections? Are you guys okay? And you were, you know, there was a steady stream of people still coming through. Maybe because you built your brand, you built your case, and people know you. And they know your brand, and they know what they can get from you. But I think even what you're saying is we have to stay true. Because you can imagine the same Village Market is now using you as an example. When they are looking at you thinking like,
imagine, even the accountant is always telling me, gosh, all the directors, they look up to you and say, wow.
Well done.
Imagine.
And maybe they were just looking and saying, this whippersnapper, what is she coming to sell here? But your clothes, it's a real brand, you know? Your handbags, your shoes, your clothes. The fashion sense, the ideas are just amazing. They're really, even what you're wearing like today is just mind-blowing for me. And you know, there's a time even I said I'm not going to be sick, I'm not going to be coming to say hi. Because I go into like the shop in Junction to salimia the people. Before I finish saluting them, I'm out with bags. I'm like, how did we get it. Yeah. And then I'm like, but we have to also promote you, support you. So when I go complain, I remember, but anyway, I've supported Gathoni. But the product is good because when you come in, you don't have the intention to buy the product. But when you're in there, all of a sudden we're on the phone, we're negotiating, and I'm leaving with bags. And Arthur is going to give me an eye. You can come with something else. I said, we must enjoy ourselves and live life now.
Yes, yes. I enjoy dealing with women. You know, it's fun, it's interesting. And also something else, after the journey, okay, I was a bit comfortable with one shop for some time until the bomb blasts, until Westgate happened. Okay, I was trying to get in, but sometimes, you know, then there were a few malls. And even malls started opening up. There was Two Rivers. I don't know, my heart just didn't feel like Two Rivers. Yeah. So there was Westgate. Westgate, there was no space yet. And then it was closed after some time. So that is what I started thinking, well, I need another shop. So I was struggling with it. Now as like my late 30s, I was dreading to get into 40s. I was
really?
Like, oh.
Why?
In fact, my 40th birthday, it was that day. I was like, gosh. Now
people are happy, but you're not happy that you're getting to 40.
Yeah, I was like, there's some things I need to accomplish in my 30s and I've not seen. And little did I know, you know, the way you say God has a sense of humor.
He does. He's a ninja. He has
Imagine,
a sense of humor.
yeah. So, because now my 40th, they surprised me. In fact, I didn't know my husband was planning a surprise party.
Oh.
There was even that surprise party was a surprise. Because I remember that day he came in. He works in Tanzania. He came in, so we had to share a car. So I went to Village Market. I came, I gave him the car, and I was just seated there. I was wondering, should I go to the salon? Sisi had told me he's taking me out for dinner. I was like, anyway. So when I was thinking about that party, first it was a surprise. I was surprised there was a party. Seeing all these faces. And then later he surprises me with this car.
Yes, I think I remember
like,
giving this amazing
what?
car. Yes.
I was just, you know, the way there is a high.
Yeah.
So after the party is when now my aha mode, because there was a shop in Junction, now my current Junction shop. There's a lady I'd employed and she used to work there. So she told me, by the way, there's a shop that's coming up. The owner is selling it up. So I was like, oh, okay. So I called the manager, we negotiated, but the price was quite high. So I was like, I don't think I can match up that. So I let it go. But this particular day after the party, do you know, I was just woken up. The Holy Spirit told me, you have to call that guy now, have a meeting with him now.
Amen.
Yeah.
And go get the
exactly.
shop.
So it tells, even when you're having that meeting, I didn't have the money. You know, the way you're
moving by faith.
Exactly.
And moving by the Holy Spirit.
And it's not even me moving. You just wake up. Exactly. That is what now, because now after I got into my 40s is when things started accelerating. I opened Junction, and then I got the Westgate, the second and third shop in Village Market.
Can you imagine?
Can you? Yeah. And there
3 shops.
Imagine.
In Village Market. It's amazing.
So it's like, you know, sometimes you can really fight things. Kumbe you're fighting.
Yeah, you're fighting your destiny. Because you're fighting getting into your 40th. And this is when God now wants to bless you and open up another door and another avenue and another opportunity.
Imagine.
That is completely different.
And even the way I am right now, I'm more focused. I'm not confused where I was in my 30s. You know?
You're fulfilled.
Exactly.
I feel like you're a woman who carries her weight, carries it well, knows what you're doing, what you need to do. Because even your shops, I love when I walk in, the products, you really know your customer. You really know what they want and what is unique and makes them come. I'll never forget one day when I was standing there. Some of these days I've never told you, but I was standing there and this young girl walked in. There was some jacket she wanted, a certain brand. And she paid for it some money that for me I was horrified. But she was like, yeah, that's what I want. Is it here? Yeah, pay, gone. But I was like, there's such an understanding of your market. Even you say I don't even know the name of the jacket even now. I don't know which brand it is. Maybe Wajiko, I'm sure knows. But there's something particular she wanted. She knew this is where she can get it. She came in, paid for it, and left with it. And that's amazing because it speaks to understanding your customer, because you do.
It's true. It's
you
true.
really
It's true.
understand your audience, and it's such a wide range, because there's me, there's I know there are other pastors, other women of God who also shop there. Then there's to now that 18-year-old who wants a certain brand, to even my daughter, you know. So you've got a whole mix of people, you know, and they're Caucasians, they're Asians, they're Africans. So I love that you've understood the mix. I think you've understood what women want, and that is very, very important. So we'll hold that thought. Join us next week now for the third and final part of our series on lifestyle. And I hope that your journey, you're encouraged by Gathoni's story, and encouraged that don't stop. It doesn't matter. God has great plans for you, and you need to move forward with those plans. But I still love the statement of how far are you willing to go to get what you want to get. God bless.